Hey Pugh crew, welcome back. We are here in the center of CityWalk, also known as the epicenter of awesome and the epicenter of awesome food. Those are self-proclaimed. We did not give them that title. But what we're going to do in today's video is we're going to take you around to all the restaurants that you can find here in CityWalk and give you an idea of what kind of food you can find at each one. CityWalk is probably best known for its 11 sit-down restaurants where you can find a variety of food ranging from burgers all the way up to sushi, some of them that even combine the two. But that's not the only food that you can find here. There are a variety of options. You've got quick service, you've got a food court, you've even got donuts. So we're gonna start off by checking out some of those quick service, some of those smaller items, and then we'll finish up the video by giving you a rundown of all of those 11 sit-down restaurants.
For a quick snack that you can grab on the go, there's several options for you to do that. The first one is Auntie Anne's, which is right behind me. This is located just across from the NBC Sports Bar, and they sell sweet and savory pretzels. They also have a Coke stand right in the middle of CityWalk. You really can't miss it. Of course, they sell some drinks there, but you can also get some snacky foods like popcorn. There's also a Cinnabon store right around the corner from that Coke stand, which sells their typical cinnamon roll treats. If you're looking for something a little more substantial to eat, there are several quick service locations in CityWalk as well. And one of the first ones that you come to is the Red Oven Pizza Bakery. They have all kinds of different pizzas, including white sauce and red sauce pizzas. Some of our favorites are the fennel and sausage white pizza and the classic margarita.
We're about to head upstairs and show you some more of those quick service restaurants, but we thought it was worth noting that there is a Starbucks because this is a place in America, and like everywhere in America, there is a Starbucks within 15 feet of you. Whee! So once you get upstairs, you take that ride up the escalator. This is where you're gonna find a lot of your quick service restaurants. And one of our favorites and least favorites is Ben the Bow. It's one of our favorites because of how good the food is here, but it's probably one of our least favorites because you don't get very much and it's pretty expensive. At this point, we have tried every one of these except for the crab cake. It seems like it's never available when we're here, when we've been up here, and they are all super good. Our favorites would probably have to be, mine's the kimchi fried chicken.
Yeah, mine's probably the pork belly.
Yeah, those are both good. The duck is also fantastic. You really can't go wrong. Like, even the veggie one, we really enjoyed. The only thing we don't enjoy is that price. Behind us now is another quick service restaurant, Breadbox. It is probably our favorite quick service restaurant in CityWalk. Like anytime we can't get reservations downstairs or we just can't get a seat somewhere, this is probably the first place that comes to our mind. You can get all kinds of sandwiches here, hot or cold. They even have soup and salad. It's just a great place to get. We've never had anything that we didn't like. Two of our favorites are the steak and cheese melt. It's really good. And my personal favorite is the buffalo chicken sandwich. It is truly special.
If you're looking for something a little bit more familiar, the food court is going to be your best bet. They have Moe's Southwest Grill, Panda Express, and a Burger King Whopper Bar. Of course, Moe's and Panda Express just have their typical menu.
Yeah, and the Burger King Whopper Bar, all that's really gonna be is like a Whopper Subway. So like a Subway sandwich shop, but with Whoppers, so you can just get whatever you want on your Whopper, which Burger King's motto is have it your way, so I think you can do that anywhere. But apparently this is a new thing.
Outside the last quick service restaurant we're going to talk about, and that is the Hot Dog Hall of Fame. If you're looking for any kind of hot dog, including a vegan dog, this is the place to get it.
So Anna, what is your favorite hot dog from the Hot Dog Hall of Fame?
None of them. I am not a fan of hot dogs.
No, not at all. And I'll be honest, I haven't eaten here either, so we can't really give you recommendations other than, hey, if you like hot dogs, give it a shot. For you hot dog lovers out there, we did want to give you a quick little overview of what they have, since we don't really have any idea since we haven't eaten here. Of all the ones that I've seen, I guess that Kansas City dog with some barbecue on it looks the best to me, but I love barbecue. I also love Chicago-style hot dogs. I don't know why I haven't eaten here. Yeah, I do. It's because Anna hates it. So, yeah, that's why we haven't eaten here. It's pretty much the only reason. But, yeah, looks like there's something for everybody.
Before we jump into the full-service restaurants, if you're enjoying this video and if this is something you would like to see more of, especially with like some of the bars here in CityWalk, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and leave us a comment down in the comment section below. The first full-service restaurant that we're going to talk about here is Bubba Gump's. This is the very first thing that you see when you get off the conveyor belts in CityWalk, and it is the go-to place for seafood. It captures the American spirit that made Forrest Gump a smash hit. Shrimp is the main specialty, but in this fun, casual setting, there is definitely something for everyone. We've actually only eaten at this Bubba Gump's once. This is a restaurant that you can find in other locations, but Tyler had Forrest's Seafood Feast, and I had the Shrimper's Haven, and to be honest, it was fine. There wasn't anything wrong with it. It just wasn't the best seafood that we've ever had, but out of all the different shrimp that I had, the coconut shrimp was definitely my favorite. The next two restaurants are in this alleyway down behind me. We've actually never eaten at either of these, but it's a little bit too loud down there for us to go record. They do have some live musicians playing, but they are Pat O'Brien's and Bob Marley's. Pat O'Brien's is described as a taste of Bourbon Street at this Bayou bar, where dueling piano players accompany a menu of Cajun specialties like crawfish etouffee, the Nolans po' boy, and the Hurricane. We have definitely heard about the Hurricane, but this is one of the restaurants that we need to check out. Bob Marley's is described as incredible Jamaican-influenced dishes, live reggae music, and Bob Marley memorabilia define this unique open-air venue, a replica of the legendary musician's home on 56 Hope Road in Kingston, Jamaica. So both of these restaurants have some really good-looking things on the menu, so we're excited to check them out one day soon. And up next is one of our favorite restaurants here, Antojitos. This is not only one of our favorite restaurants in CityWalk, but it's one of our favorites in all of the Universal Orlando Resort. We have never been disappointed with any of the food that we have ever gotten here. Universal describes this restaurant as the food of the street carts, markets, and cantinas of Mexico City. Steaming tortillas, fresh vegetables, and hot, succulent meats. And if you're looking for a recommendation here, we think the best thing on the menu here is the queso fundito, but you also can't go wrong with the street tacos or the fajitas. Just down from Antojitos, the next restaurant that you come to is Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. Universal describes this restaurant as Key West and Caribbean foods, award-winning beverages, frozen concoctions, and themed boat drinks served with a laid-back island attitude. We've never actually eaten at this Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, but I have eaten at a Margaritaville before, and their burgers are typically what people recommend. Also, if you're wanting to get a margarita, this is probably the place to do it, and they have several different options.
Behind us now is Big Fire American Fare. If you're looking for something similar to a steakhouse here in CityWalk, this is going to be your best bet.
Big Fire is described as Universal CityWalk's bold new restaurant where open fire cooking is center stage and elevated American fare like steaks and freshwater cuisine are given the fire kiss treatment. And don't forget the tableside s'mores.
We've actually only eaten at Big Fire once, but the food was pretty good. I ordered a steak, so I ordered I believe it was the cowboy ribeye.
Right.
It was cooked perfectly, and it was a decent steak.
And if you're looking for appetizers, we absolutely recommend that bourbon cheese fondue. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
And something that gets talked about, like even as they describe it, is those tableside s'mores.
Yeah.
We haven't had them, but we keep talking about it, so that's definitely gonna happen sooner rather than later.
Just across from Big Fire is the next restaurant we're going to talk about, which is Vivo's Italian Kitchen. This is one that we love and eat at all the time, and it's especially good on a cold night like tonight. Vivo's is described as the joy of modern Italian cuisine. The restaurant features a sleek contemporary decor along with tried and true family recipes perfected over centuries. Vivo actually holds a special place in my heart. I've had one of my favorite food experiences of my entire life here, and I am not an adventurous eater at all. But if you're looking for an appetizer, we highly suggest the beef carpaccio. This has raw shaved beef in it, which is not something that I would typically eat at all, but it was absolutely fantastic. Also, our favorite main courses at this restaurant are the bucatini with meatballs and the lamb ragu.
So now it's time to make the hike all the way over to Cowfish, which is right next door. So it is just right here. Cowfish is probably our favorite restaurant. I shouldn't say probably, it definitely is our favorite restaurant here in CityWalk. We love everything that you can find here. It's described as the first and only sushi burger bar. Offers you the best sushi and the best burger in town, as well as Burger Ushi, the cutting edge fusion of burgers and sushi. Narrowing down a favorite here is kind of hard because we like it all. We've never had a bad meal here. I tend to gravitate towards the sushi, and Jen's Fresh Find is my absolute favorite. Anna gets that Burger Ushi, that fusion combo, and it's like the high class hillbilly, I believe, is what she really enjoys. But we also love the appetizers. They have these like parm truffle fries that are incredible, and they have some of the best calamari that we have ever had. Just across the bridge from Universal Studios, you will find the NBC Sports Grill. If you're still having trouble finding this restaurant, just look for the giant TV screen.
This restaurant is described as having everything from scrumptious sliders to Angus steaks, while nearly 100 HD screens play a constant stream of sports coverage.
So we'll just turn around this way and let those TV screens light us up. We've honestly only ever eaten like entrees here once, but this is probably our go-to spot for appetizers. They have a giant soft pretzel that is massive, delicious, like it'll feed a family of 80. It's big.
The pretzel is giant. They also have an incredible flatbread, and their lettuce wraps, oh my gosh, they are the best lettuce wraps we have ever had.
We've tried to recreate them at home. It's kind of like a Frosty, you just can't do it.
The next two restaurants that we're going to talk about are all the way on the other side of the water, and the first one that you come to on Studio's side is the Hard Rock Cafe. Of course, they have these all over the place, but only this one is the biggest one in the world. Universal describes the Hard Rock as rock and roll. Enjoy classic American cuisine and bar specialties, a variety of salads, 10 different kinds of burgers, desserts, plus a full bar. We don't really have any recommendations here per se. We don't eat here enough to have a recommendation. And it's not that it's not a good restaurant, it's just that they have these all over the place. So we tend to gravitate towards places that we can't eat at when we're not at Universal. So this just is one that we tend to skip. But every time that we've eaten at one of these, both at this one and all over the place, we've had a great experience.
Up next, we have Twosome's Chocolate Emporium, probably better known for their desserts than their food, but both of them are fantastic. Universal describes it as delighting your palate with delicious twist on steak, seafood, and gourmet chocolates, one-of-a-kind desserts, and fantastical fare with steampunk flair. So most of the time when we come to Twosome's, we are getting dessert because you can't go wrong with one of their milkshakes. We haven't gotten to try them all, but they have all been fantastic. One of our favorites ever is one that they do seasonally, and that's for Mardi Gras, so that should be coming up pretty soon. Some of the food is also good. We love the chocolate bread. That is a must. And we had like a French onion flatbread one time that was fantastic. Also, neither one of us are big beer drinkers, but their chocolate stout is amazing. After all that restaurant talk, you may be wanting some dessert. I know that we are. And Universal CityWalk has you covered.
Of course, the first place that comes to mind with dessert is Twosome's Chocolate Emporium. But there's also Cold Stone Creamery where you can get yourself some ice cream. There's Minchie's frozen yogurt and the famous Voodoo Donuts.
And that's how we're going to end the video, and are not. We're going to head over there and get ourselves some donuts and head back to the room. leave us a comment in the comment section and let us know what's your favorite restaurant in CityWalk.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. You can hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you get an alert every time we post a new video.
Thanks for watching, Cowfish.